In this video, we're going to discuss creating a Twitter project. You can now create a Twitter project directly in QDA Miner. You can then monitor this project over time, collecting data and importing it as necessary. Creating a Twitter project in QDA Miner is easy. Select the Import from Data Files or Web Services button. Scroll down to Social Media and select Twitter. A dialog appears that's similar to when you create a Facebook page or RSS feed project. Make sure that Twitter is selected as a source of your project. You can then enter a search expression. Selecting the pencil on the right-hand side opens up an advanced search builder that mirrors that of Twitter Advanced Search. It allows you to do things like search for hashtags, search in multiple different languages, and even search specific Twitter profiles. We'll enter a simple search expression, NAFTA. You can set the maximum number of posts to import. If you keep this at 0, it will be unlimited. It's important to note that if you're monitoring the data, collecting the data going forward with the web collector, which I'll explain to you in a moment, this max posts field refers to the maximum number of posts imported to the project in total, not each time the data is collected. You can include retweets or geolocations if you choose. On the right-hand side, you have a list of variables. Select the variables that you would like to be automatically extracted and imported into your project. Some of the variables are grayed out, and they'll automatically be imported. I'm going to choose user ID, username, and user description. And take note, if I select geocode locations here, longitude and latitude, as well as user location are automatically selected. This is useful for creating maps. This bottom panel allows you to monitor the data with the web collector. The web collector is an external tool which collects your data from your Twitter query as long as your computer remains on. If you turn off your computer, once you restart it, the web collector will start automatically and continue collecting data if the query status remains active. Let's take a look at the web collector. You have the project name, which is the project associated with your query, the application, the social media platform that's being monitored, the expression, your Twitter search query, or the URL of the RSS feed or Facebook page you're searching, retweets. For Twitter searches, this column will read yes or no, depending on if you've chosen to include retweets when setting up your project. The status lets you know if the data is being collected. It will either read active, inactive, or searching. The number of posts collected. This will be reset to 0 if the tweets are appended to a project. The delay is the time interval you set before the capture, which I'll explain to you in a moment when we set this up. The last search, and the number of new posts captured since you last viewed the data. On the bottom, you have the Twitter resources, which is the percentage of Twitter resources you have available, and the Facebook and Reddit resources. So let's take a look at how to set up the monitoring. Selecting Live Monitoring instructs QDA Miner to monitor the Twitter search over time and collect tweets published after the initial data capture, which you can then append to the project later. I'll show you how to append in a moment. Here you can set how often you want to capture the tweets. We'll select every 15 minutes. Currently, the maximum number of tweets accessible each 15 minutes by a single Twitter account is 18,000. This is decided by Twitter, not by Provalis Research. You can also select a stop date. We'll stop it tomorrow. This query will collect an unlimited number of tweets containing the expression NAFTA every 15 minutes until tomorrow. Once you're done, select OK. If it's the first time you've created a Twitter project, you'll be asked to authorize the Provalis web collector to connect to your Twitter account. Create a name for your project and save it in a location of your choosing. Your project opens up automatically, and you can see that 2,427 tweets have been imported, along with the variables that you chose. As you've chosen to monitor the data, you can periodically check to see if new data has been collected. To append new tweets to the project, select Cases at the top of the screen, scroll down to Append, and select Monitor External Source. The monitor from original online source Twitter should already be selected. Select Check Now to see if there are any tweets that have been captured for import. "265 new cases, or tweets, have been collected." Select Yes. And the new tweets have been added to the project.